Hello and welcome to Am Writing Fantasy. My name is Jesper. Today we are looking at my little Goodreads marketing experiment. A few weeks ago, I posted about how I wanted to test out whether or not Goodreads could actually help in driving book sales. Of course, without any form of paid advertising whatsoever. This is then part 2 of that journey here. To save your time, I will not repeat everything I said in that other video. Instead, I've added a link to it underneath this one. So, go and check it out if you want to orientate yourself a bit there first. I'll simply just dive straight in here instead, if you're okay with that. So the first thing to note, and probably the most important one, is that there is no uptake, as of yet at least, in book sales. And saying that, I also have to say that despite my activities on Goodreads, it's only been about 2 weeks. Yeah, I think 2 weeks since I recorded the part 1 of this series. So I'm probably jumping the gun a bit here. I'll record part 3, I think, at the end of March. That'll add another 6 weeks of activities on top of what I've been doing so far. So that should probably give more of an accurate picture as to whether or not this is actually worth it, or if my experiment can move any book sales when I engage on Goodreads. I should also say that with content marketing, which this basically is, it's important to give it time. So at any rate, this is sharing some of the early indications as to whether or not this marketing experiment seems to be going in the right direction or not. So as you might recall from the previous video, I said that I had 23 followers on Goodreads. Not a lot, but that was exactly why this makes for a good experiment, because I'm starting from basically scratch. And that number now, after 2 weeks, it's still the same. So no new followers. I have seen a slight, very small uptake in the amount of people who have added my books to their reading lists. 2 more people. So very slight. But I also have to say, to be very honest, those 2 people could have added my books anyway, so I can't really say that because of my Goodreads activities, it has jumped up. So we'll see, maybe that was just organic growth, or maybe not. That's hard to say. I think it's fair, at least for now, only 2 weeks in, but it's fairly safe to say that at least the early indications is that this activity is not really getting much results. And I also have to say that I find it much harder than I thought to find relevant posts to comment on at Goodreads. I'm of course not that used to the Goodreads community, first of all, and there seems to be a lot of posts about like specific books where people discuss them, and that's absolutely great. But a lot of them I haven't read, and I of course can't sort of jump into that and try to do a bit of marketing on my own on posts like that. So I'm finding it a bit difficult to where I can sort of pitch in. I posted a few topics of my own. Most of them haven't really got much interaction at all at this point, but I'll stay the course for now. And then let's see in the next 6 weeks what that will bring. But if you have any good tips and tricks in the meantime, don't hesitate to let me know, and I'll probably try to implement some of those maybe as well. And I'll keep you posted. And by the end of March, we'll probably get to a conclusion. So in the meantime, stay safe out there.